Hey YouTube, back with a quick update. Shop's all straightened up with the exception of a couple small little piles of dirt that I'll clean up in the morning. Got to take out the trash and bring an empty trash can in here for me to throw all that stuff in. And there's a couple minor stuff that I need to move around, like I need to straighten out my compressor and the air hoses and yeah, just some minor stuff. Figure out a place to put the kids' bikes, and yeah, that's about it. So I figured I'd show you guys a quick update. Also, I've got a customer that gave me a call this morning, and it's going to put a little bit of a delay on the Pathfinder builds and getting to that initially. I do plan on tearing the front end off of the 95 this weekend, but I've also got to check out my Saab and figure out what's going on with that, and try to, if it's a simple fix it this weekend. If it's not a simple fix, then put it back together and get it out of the garage for now. The customer, what I'm doing for him is he's got a 1985 Chevy 1-ton tow truck. It's 4-wheel drive. It's got rust problems on the frame. The driver's side, let me see, the leaf spring on the rear axle on the driver's side, the front mount is not even attached to the frame anymore. The frame just completely rusted away where that mount attaches to. So this could be a simple job, or this could be a long drawn out big money job for me. So cross your fingers. You know, hopefully this pans out to be a much bigger job for me. The customer is wanting to get the truck completely back on the road and ready to go. He had talked about putting in a 350 because I think it's got a 305 in it right now. Talked about putting in a 350. Last time I spoke with him outside of this morning, we had talked about the possibility of him leaving the truck here at the shop and basically, you know, have me do I don't want to call it a restoration. I don't like calling, you know, fixing up vehicles restorations unless it's, you know, an authentic bring it back to stock type restoration. Otherwise, I just consider it, I'm just modifying it, I'm fixing it up, but getting it to look pretty and do what it's supposed to do. But I had talked to him about completely stripping down the frame, repairing any and all rust on the frame. Same thing with the suspension, dealing with all of that, cleaning it all up. You know, if we choose to go that route, I'll be using Chassis Saver by Magnet Paints. That'll be the paint that I use spray all over the frame and suspension arms and steering components and stuff like that. It's a rust preventative, not necessarily preventative, it stops rust. Put it right on over the metal, no primer, paint it right on top of the rust. I mean, you got to knock off the loose stuff, obviously, but you don't want to take it down to just clean metal. You want to leave some of the rust on there for it to bite a hold of it. But what it does is it seals up the paint and keeps the rust. It starves it from oxygen. Without oxygen, rust is not going to do anything. So it'll starve out the rust and prevent it from spreading. Very durable paint. I've used it once already, and actually the owner of Magnet Paints is supposed to be sending me a free quart of it, which is awesome. So I'll give you guys a heads up on that when that happens. And it's not a sponsorship deal. I did tell him that if he sent me some banners, that I would hang them up here in my shop above, you know, on the rafters. So when I'm doing these videos, give him a little bit of exposure as a thank you. But it was basically, what it was is that he had posted some photographs and asked people what vehicle. There was a sliding door and I believe just a passenger side door of a vehicle that he was asking on Facebook what it was from, and I told him it was a 80-something VW van again, which I was right. I'm a big VW fan, so that was my prize, was getting a quarter Chassis Saver. So he said he sent that out today, so I should be receiving it here in the next couple days or so. But anyways, that's what I plan on using on that frame if we end up going that route. Right now, the agreement is to just repair that frame rust. If he chooses to keep it here, it could be anything from cleaning up the entire frame to doing custom interior, frame, suspension, swapping the engine for him, so on and so forth. We'll wing that one. I've got to talk to him on Monday. That's when he's going to be bringing the tow truck over here. So talk to him more on Monday. I'll give you guys a heads up on that. I'm going to have a complete build video or build series for that project, and I'll create a playlist for it for those that might be running into this video after the fact. Check the dates of the videos. I post a lot of them, so if you're seeing this video and it's a few months old, go to my channel and check it out, and you'll see you'll absolutely see the videos of that tow truck in there. So anyway, let me give you a quick show off, I guess, walkthrough of the shop and its current state. Much improved. I didn't just tuck everything into corners. I tried to give everything a proper place. For now anyways, I could use a little bit more storage and things like that in here, but for now everything's got a decent space. I know where stuff's at now instead of on the floor. So, got to find a place for the bikes. There we go. My camera wasn't focusing. Got to take that chair into my basement so that I can put it there with the other pieces of furniture that I'm working on. Not sure what I'm going to do over here. I plan on building a barbecue for us this spring here. Whenever I get some downtime, I'm going to build a custom barbecue. It's going to be a combination gas and charcoal or wood burning. And there's my wood stove, all torn down. It'll sit there until next winter. The smaller wood stove, at some point I'm going to take the plasma cutter to it, chop it all up, and if the metal's usable, I'll use it. If it's not, I'll be going to the scrapyard. There's a friend of mine's summer tires and my summer tires for my Saab. And the Lincoln this is here temporary. I got to build a cart for that. Tables here. This will be where I just put it when I need it out of the way. Chop saw will not be on there. I need to build the table for the chop saw. But that's that's where that's at. I moved this other table over here and just threw some blocks and some wood on here to build some shelves. It's not fully organized, obviously. There's some stuff that I need to deal with, but for the most part, I know where the stuff's at, so it's getting there. Not too concerned with that right now. Got the shelf going on under here. Got I got two spares for my Pathfinder. This is the second spare. That's a tire that I had as a spare for a 1978 Grumman Olson step van that I sold recently, and I forgot to give them that, so that'll be sticking around here for a while until I find something to use for it. It might be a good thing though. When I'm pulling engines out, I can set them down on top of that. But just got some storage there for my tarps and whatnot. Put the plate steel over here. Eventually this area right here is going to be for the chop saw table. It'll be on caster so I can move it around. I got to clean up this welding cart. I told you guys that I was going to possibly chop this up and turn it into something else. Here's the plan. If this sheet metal here is big enough, I'm going to box in this bottom section and put some doors on it for storage. I'm going to leave this cart the same size that it is. I'm going to cut off the overhang on this top plate all the way around. I'm going to leave the tanks in here. When I get my TIG welder, that tank will go here, and I'm just going to put my welders on top of it up here. This first shelf will remain a shelf for now, but eventually I would like to turn that into a drawer. So that's the plan for now. Just because I've got that to deal with, and now I've got a customer vehicle to deal with, and I don't have time to build any carts, extra stuff like that right now. Most importantly is going to be getting the table for that built. So it's my sub. Plenty of room on this side. I still left the scrap metal over here. I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. This area I'll organize a little bit better as time permits, but right now it's good enough for me to get at, you know, figuring out what's wrong with this and tearing the front end off that truck. So same thing with my, you know, my metal racks here. I've got some crap on there that doesn't belong on there, but I needed a place to put it right now, and that works. So again, all this is all scrap metal. Some glass here that I found. Some busted up furniture. I wanted to keep the glass. Probably going to trash all these fluorescent tubes. I don't even have any light fixtures for the short ones. So these will find a home. These are my chains. Pile of dirt that needs to be picked up. This shelf right here, I'm probably going to... I got a shelf devoted to the limited air tools that I have. Hopefully that will be increasing here shortly. Tap and die set, extra hubs, auto locking hubs. These are the stock hubs. These aren't mile markers. The mile markers are on my 91. So those are the stock ones that I took off. Battery charger, extra headlights, Cal Mini steering system with the newer steering box. That steering box would have come out of like this truck here. It's a better steering box for those that don't know. My 91, I forget what year it changes, but my 91 has a slightly different style steering box on it. And from what I understand from some fellow Pathfinder owners, that these make a world of difference as far as steering. It just makes it easier to turn. I don't know what's going on inside of there, but that's what they're saying. So, and that's the Cal Mini kit used. I've got to get the tie rod ends for it. Fuel cans, jumper cables, tow lights, my tire iron that should be in the damn truck. First case, the smaller one, is a hydraulic coal punch, Harbor Freight. Second case is the die set for that bender right there next to my welding cart. Put these little shelves in here. All my grinder type stuff, cut off wheels, what have you, all go there. Got this shelf here, needs to be organized a little bit better. Obviously this doesn't go here, but my cutting oil, brushes for the cutting oil, and drill bits and chucks and stuff. The limited tools that I have here in this cabinet, and some of the fluids. Close this up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm not going to waste your guys' time anymore with these blog videos for now. Next video you're going to see is the front end of this thing being chopped off or chopped off. Give you an update from there. Outside of that, yeah, I might do a video on the Saab once I figure out what's wrong with it, if I feel it warrants it. If not, don't worry about it. So yeah, subscribe, comment, like, and go down to the description of the video. Click on the first link, Alvarez Metalworks. That's my company. That link will take you to my Facebook page. Like my Facebook page. You know, check out the pictures. I'm active on there. Show your support, please. And I'm going to have a link to Magnet Paint, since I talked about them here in this video, to their website, so you can, if you're new to Chassis Saver or what have you, all the information's on there. They also have a product called Monstaliner, which is a roll-on bed liner that I plan on using as well. So check out that link and what they've got going on there. Yeah, that's it. Subscribe, comment, like, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.